Want to save $100,000 on new construction, but you're not sure where to start? Well, today's video, I'm going to show you how you can save $100,000 on your new home purchase. I'm Lisa McBride with Sarasota Neighborhood Experts, and my team and I love helping home buyers and sellers throughout Sarasota and Manatee counties. Now, we have worked with a number of buyers that build new homes in our areas, and with our expertise advice, we can save you thousands of dollars. Now, we all know when you walk through a model home, your first thought is, I'm sold. I'll take this one just as it is. But did you know that about 80% of the features in those homes are all considered upgrades? And when you actually add that to the base price of the home, you're spending a lot of money. Let's dive into just how you can save $100,000 on your new home purchase. But be sure to stick around until the end, because I am going to share the one item in the home that I feel that you should really splurge on. Now let's start with one of the largest ticket items, and that is your lot. As we know, the lot cost is separate from the base price, and so that is a big ticket item to add to the cost. And lot costs are all over the board. For instance, if you want to have a preserve lot, if you want to be at the end of a cul-de-sac, do you want water in the back? Are you facing north, south, east, or west? Or is there a home in your backyard that you're facing? Every one of these features will change the cost of the lot. So for today's video, let's say you prefer a water view of some kind. So instead of the entire backyard being close to water or backing up to water, perhaps choose a partial water view or a preserve view. Or if you want a cul-de-sac, be closer to the end than back in the cul-de-sac. And these small changes can save you a lot of money, between $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So it's a really big difference. And also keep in mind that you have the ability to walk this lot before making these choices. You get to see what your view is and really determine if this is the best lot for you. Now, another major savings is the elevation of the home. Most builders have three options when it comes to the front elevation or how the exterior looks. And for the sake of today's video, I'm going to use the terms good, better, and best. However, I do not believe there is a better or best when it comes to elevation. It's really personal choice. Builders, though, do have a price point on elevations. For instance, they may add pillars to the front or extended front porches or awnings to the home, and these changes really change the cost of the front elevation. So if you go with the good option, plan on saving $10,000. Most likely you will not even notice this, specifically if the big items that you really want are inside the home. Okay, here's another big item that most people don't always realize or think about. So if you're looking for a larger home, say well over 2,500, 3,000, 3,500 square feet, consider adding some of that square footage in the way of the second story. Now, price per square foot will be much less for the second story of the home than it is if you're adding it all on a ranch style home. Specifically, if you're looking for maybe that fourth bedroom or bonus room or a little bit of family room for guests, kids, hobbies, whatever it is. By adding just 400 or 500 square feet upstairs, if it's option on that floor plan, instead of a sprawling rancher, you're gonna save $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 minimum on that home. Now, Florida may be home to ranch style homes, but when you're home hunting and you begin to notice that a lot of our modern contemporary homes have second stories for lots of reasons, then it's a good option. And keep in mind, I know that a lot of people say, well, if I'm not gonna use it, should I have it? But it's great for storage. It's great for a second living space. And I think you'll really enjoy it and save a lot of money having that second story. So already you can see how we have saved almost $100,000 in making these choices. But let's move inside the home to some other areas. The kitchen is the heart of the home and also the most expensive part of the home. Here are a few cost-saving measures. Backsplash. Now, most builders give you a few options for backsplash, and unless you're really in love with one of their options, I would suggest opting out of backsplash and do it yourself after closing. You move into the home, you get settled, and you really determine what it is that you want and like. Now, this can save you $3,000 to $4,000. Another kitchen item is soft close drawers. Now, did you know that you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or even on Amazon, has the mechanics needed to make all your drawers soft close? And it's really a pretty really easy do-it-yourself project that can save you thousands of dollars. Now, staying in the kitchen, under counter lighting. This is gonna save you probably $2,000 to $3,000 for sure. I'm quite partial to under counter lighting, but there are many ways to add this and that will save money so you don't have to do it in the construction process. These are all great cost-saving measures in the kitchen. Now, I do recommend choosing the cabinets and the countertops that you like in the kitchen, as those are obviously a little bit harder to swap out and change. Let's move on to paint. Many home builders will allow one paint color, and it's typically white or agreeable gray or something along those really neutral tones. Now, if you want a little bit more color, the cost to change that is going to be between $5,000 and $6,000. Now, if you're like me and you like to decorate, make your home personal, and make changes, this is a cost that I would not choose, because down the road, most likely you're going to be painting a couple of the bedrooms, maybe the kitchen. Even if you're paying somebody to do it, remember, if you're paying $5,000 or $6,000 up front and then you're bringing somebody in 6 months later, it's not worth it. So I would not recommend making the difference in the paint if you're someone that really likes to personalize the home. Now, if you're sold on one of the paint colors, again, that's a personal choice. And speaking of paint and walls and all that, those featured walls that you see in homes, they're gorgeous, right? And everyone loves shiplap and wainscoting and all that. However, this is an expense that is pretty easy to eliminate. A lot of those things can be done after closing, and this is going to save you $2,000 or $3,000. Now, here's another pretty significant cost saving, and that is your front door. Again, as you go through these models, right, we see these beautiful front doors with the glass inserts. Now, if you choose to go this direction, it's going to be a big upgrade. Normally, these glass insert doors are about $8,000 as opposed to the solid door. And you may ask yourself, why is it so much? Well, those glass inserts are typically hurricane impact glass, and the cost will skyrocket with that. So here's a way to save $8,000. People say to me all the time they prefer the solid door, as they really don't like people looking in their home and like the privacy that the solid door and safety that they feel with that comes along with that solid door. So save the $8,000 if the glass insert is not important to you. So let's take a look at some of these numbers. The savings on the lot cost, just for today's video, let's just say it's $30,000 to get maybe your second choice of lot instead of your first choice. The front elevation, it can save you $10,000 by going with the good option or kind of a more basic option. Adding square footage to the second floor, well, that could save you $35,000 to $50,000. Now, in your kitchen, if you choose to do your own backsplash and add soft close drawers after the fact, eliminate under counter lighting, that's $10,000. If you want a solid door and not the glass insert, $8,000. If you choose to go with the base paint, that's $5,000. You eliminate any of those wall features, that's $2,000. And as you can see, we quickly have saved $100,000. And I haven't even touched on lighting, pocket doors, cabinets in the laundry room, what we can do to bathrooms. There's a lot of ways to save money on new construction, and tons of ways to spend money on new construction. So what is the one item that I suggest you splurge on? Well, that's flooring. Flooring is by far one of the most difficult parts to remodel, and most people, specifically here in Florida, do not replace their floors regularly. So choosing something that you can live with for, let's say, 20 years is really, really important. And with the various options of flooring, I would definitely take your time and weigh what you're choosing and the expense and how much you really like it. Flooring is very hard to change, and I would definitely put my money here. Want to know more about new construction, any of the new construction neighborhoods, builders, what we're seeing here in Sarasota? Be sure to subscribe, reach out, give me a call, let us know how we can help. We love helping so many buyers and sellers here in Sarasota and Manatee counties. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.